you think it can't get worse, it can, and it will. The dying's not done, the killing's not done. I promised my crew a long time ago I'd keep them alive.
I was afraid you were dead. Where's the rest of 3rd Platoon?
We're it.
Sergeant Collier, I'm your new assistant driver.
Tank school? That's home.
I've never even seen the inside of a tank.
You will. I started this war killing Germans in Africa. Now I'm killing Germans in Germany. Been with these fine gentlemen for years. These troops get by you, we're all dead in the water.
So yeah, as you saw from the clip, it is the film review Fury. Now I do apologise, I'm a little bit rusty on the film reviews. I haven't done one since Christmas, and I've been just basically doing trailer reactions, so it's nice to actually be able to do a film review. So where do we begin? So basically this film is set in April 1945, and it's the Americans' final push through Germany, and it follows a Sherman tank with a crew of 5 led by Brad Pitt, who in the film is called Don War Daddy Collier, and he also has a very inexperienced crew member called Norman in this, who does cause him a few problems through the film. And basically in the film they get a damn good kicking. So where do I start with this film? Well, first thoughts of the film was absolutely fantastic. This was a spur of the moment watch for me. I saw it on the TV and decided to watch it, and from the moment it began to the moment it finished, I absolutely loved every minute of it. I was glued to the TV screen. The visually it looked fantastic. The soundtrack, the score to this film was absolutely fantastic. The performances were absolutely fantastic, which I will get into later on. There's just so much about this. There's so much different things I like in this film, but I'm just going to pick off a few little ones and then just basically talk about them quickly and briefly. So, the beginning scene to start off with. There's a cracking scene at the start where you see a horse come over the horizon, and you don't really see much, but it looks, when you get to a few seconds into it, you see that there was an epic tank battle and only one tank survived, which is the tank where Brad Pitt is in command of. Really did love the shot. The music that comes along with this shot was absolutely epic as well, and it kind of set the tone for the whole of the film as well. The first 10-15 minutes set a very good tone for this film. It is a little bit gory in places, but not as gory as I got told it was, or I thought it was, but still the brutality in the film was actually kind of strong and very powerful in places. So going on to a couple of scenes that I actually seriously do like in the film. There is a scene probably about in the second act where Brad Pitt goes into this house with Norman, and
Offer the griller plate.
There's 2 German women in there, and he has eggs and he asks them to make breakfast. That whole scene from the start to the finish was a very powerful scene, especially when they leave the house. And if you've seen the film, you know exactly what I'm on about, and if you haven't seen the film, you will know what I'm on about, on actually how powerful it was. It was well put together. It was just very powerful. I really enjoyed that scene, to see the interaction between everybody. You know, if you've seen the film, you know what I'm trying to get at, but where I'm not going to put this as a spoiler review, I'm not going to give too much away. The other scene that I seriously did like was towards the very end, for about half an hour towards the end, where something happens to their tank, and they basically are in a lot of doo-doo, quite a lot of doo-doo to be fair. But there is a gradual build up to this scene where you see them basically preparing for what they have to do. There was a musical score to that as well, which was very good, and then throughout that scene, throughout that ending was very cool. It was very emotional in places and all that kind of stuff. it was fantastic. I'm just going to hold hands up and just say it's absolutely fantastic. This review might even turn into a bit more of an appreciation as it goes through, because it's just, there is one thing I dislike, which I will get into in a minute. Performances wise, everybody's performances in there were absolutely fantastic, but the two that stand out for me is Brad Pitt, and the guy, his name in the film is called Norman, but I haven't picked up his real name, sorry, my bad. Brad Pitt's performance in this was very, very strong in my eyes. It was a very, very different role for him, and he played it really, really well. When you say he's battle hardened, he is battle hardened. He knows what he's got to do. He knows everything. He just knows, and it works. He played it so well. Very strong, very powerful performance. Now Norman, in the film, was very inexperienced. Basically, he was like a clerk, I think he was, something like that, at the start of the film, and basically got sent off to go basically into full-blown battle after 8 weeks of being in the army. And you could automatically see that he had a lot of fear, which basically, with a little bit of training from Brad Pitt in the film, or Don, the war daddy in the film I should say, he basically starts to change and starts to get a little bit more battle hardened himself. All in all, I love the film. The only thing I dislike is the fact that in the house scene with the two German ladies and all that, you get, it seemed like it was an excuse for Brad Pitt to take his top off. I'm not jealous at all. Handsome, good hair, ripped, not jealous. Not one bit. Only joking, but that is not even a dislike, to be fair. There's not hardly anything that I dislike. There's nothing I dislike about this film in any way, shape or form. It was just absolutely fantastic. Performances were fantastic. It was very powerful in places. I just loved it, and I could watch it over and over again. So I shall give this film a nice strong 9.5 out of 10, and it would have got a 10 if Brad Pitt didn't have his top off. It makes me feel a little bit jealous. All in all, never mind. But on a serious note, the film was absolutely brilliant. If you've seen it, you know exactly what I'm on about. If you haven't seen it, I highly advise this film, and just get there and watch it. You'll understand exactly what I'm saying. But if you have seen the film, please tell me what you think and put it in the comments down below. When you see the film, please put it in the comments down below. If you like my review, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike it, give it a thumbs down. It's nice to do a review again. I hope you have a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing. Please take care and goodbye.